Walkaround family, welcome back to another video. Today we have a 2024 Honda Odyssey Sport in platinum white pearl with a black interior. Now the Sport is an interesting trim level because this is my first one I've had all year. I'm not sure where you live, if you get these pretty often, but it's pretty rare for me here in New Mexico. Now the base model is the EX. Above that you're going to have the EXL. Above the EXL you have this Sport, then you have the Touring, and then you have the Elite. The Sport is an EXL that's blacked out with some unique design cues, which we're gonna go over in this video. Starting off with the front fascia, full LED headlamps, so high beam, low beam, daytime running lights. Your turn signals are not LED, but your fog lights will be LED. And you do have a gloss black grille as well, gloss black eyebrow right above the grille and the headlights. That's unique to the Sport, where most of the chrome on this trim level is blacked out. So you can see you have the Honda emblem up in front. That also houses your radar as well. On the lower portion of the bumper, flat black. And this one is in platinum white pearl, like I said. Beautiful color. If you've been watching most of my videos, I do a lot of platinum white pearl because here in New Mexico, this is like the #1 color here. This is what everyone wants to buy. Let's take a look at the side profile here. From looking at this view, you know it's a minivan. Even from front, you know it's a minivan. Now the Sport will have unique 19s, and these are also in black. You also have black lug nuts as well. If you get an EXL, you get 18. So even though this is very similar to the EXL, you get 1 inch bigger wheels. The side mirrors, gloss black as well too, top and bottom, with your LED integrated turn signals. The door handles are body colored. On the EXL, those are chrome. Let's take a look at the rear of the Odyssey Sport. So there are some different design cues on the back of this that's different than the other trim levels, especially the EXL. You do have a shark fin style antenna that is body colored. Your window spoiler is half gloss black. It's also body colored. LED third brake light, exposed wiper. And the tail lights are dark. They're like a dark tint to them versus the other trim levels. So if I park this next to an EXL or a Touring, it'll be much lighter on the tail lights versus those. I believe it's a combination tail light because I think your brake lights is also a traditional bulb, but when you have just your regular running lights, those are LED. Reverse lights is also traditional bulbs. And on the license plate light, it is LED under there as well. You do have this gloss black piece that goes across the tailgate. On all the trim levels, that's gonna be a little bit of black and a little bit of chrome. I'm gonna show you guys the EXL, so I can show you guys the difference. Here is an EXL, as you can see, chrome up front, inch smaller wheels. You can see the door handles are chrome and not body colored. And in the rear, see how the taillights are not smoked out like the Sport? And this whole thing is not black like it is on the Sport. And then you do have your Honda emblem in chrome. Now, Sport badge back here in chrome. Surprised they didn't black that out, but that's in chrome. And then you do have your little bumper. This comes standard. It's like a bumper protector, I would say, because you're gonna be bringing things in and out of that guy. And then you have your reflectors at the bottom. Single zone exhaust as well, so you don't have dual. You have single tip. And super simple back here in the rear, but here is your key for the 24 Honda Odyssey Sport. It is the older key. Honda does have a new key that's more curvier, a little bit more smaller, but you have lock, unlock, power sliding doors on both sides, remote start built in on the fob, and a power tailgate as well, and a panic button. And you also have a emergency key fob in here as well. And then you do have driver 1, driver 2 on both keys because you do have memory seating. You also have blind spot monitoring on the Sport, but it's on the inside. It won't be on the side mirror itself. So you have smart entry. You hit this button right here. It'll lock the doors. You put your hand in here. It'll unlock the door. Same thing with the sliding doors too. If you pull this first, it'll unlock the sliding door. And if you go to the rear, it'll unlock the tailgate as well. So let's jump in here. I'm gonna show you guys the door cards. Turn that off. Now, if you like black interior, perfect, because it's the only interior color you can get on the Sport. It only comes in black with the red stitching. That's only unique to the Sport trim level. Soft touch up top, soft touch here. No, this is hard touch actually. This is soft touch where you rest your elbow. Auto up down for all 4 windows, power locks, power mirrors. Here's the 2-position memory seating only on the driver door. Door handle too is blacked out, which is nice. You do have storage under here, more storage there, and more storage there with a bottle holder there. You do have a power adjustment on the driver's seat. And this is one of the only Hondas that give you a 4-way power adjustment, not just in and out. So 4-way power adjustment Your back seat can go forward and back, the whole seat forward and back, up and down for the seat, and then you can tilt this portion up and down as well. Passenger side will also get a four-way lumbar power adjustment, forward and back for the seat, and then, well, for the back of the seat, and then for the whole seat, forward and back. There's no up down on the passenger side. Let's jump in here and get this thing running, get the AC going, because it is 97 degrees today, and I am dying out here. So let's close this up and take a look at your interior. Door sounds good when you close it shut as well. So Honda hasn't refreshed the Odyssey yet, so it's not like the newer Hondas where everything here is on the screen now. You still have all your buttons on the left side here, so you have your open and close for your sliding doors. You have your power trunk button, open and close. This is the shortcut to get to all your safety features. You have traction control on and off. Here's your emergency brake. You do get brake hold on the Odyssey as well. Down below, you can pull that lever to pop open the hood, and there's no lever to pop open the gas tank because you're actually pushing on the door. When we get out of here, I'll show that to you guys. Now, this Odyssey is equipped with the all-season floor mats, but the Sport does get unique floor mats, which I'll show you as well. And you have a traditional gas and brake pedal. For the steering wheel, let me come around here. It's manual, so you pull this lever down, and then you can go up, down, in and out. Oh, it's already over. So you go up, so you go in and out, and then up and down, and then you just pull that lever back. And the steering wheel is leather wrapped. Now, it is red stitching on the steering wheel, which is unique to the Sport. You can't get that in no other trim level of the Odyssey, and everything else is flat black. So you have your cruise control on one side with your Honda, some of your Honda sensing features. You have your volume control and phone controls on the left side, and you can control that screen there as well. And it is full digital. Your gas and your temperature will be analog gauges, but this is customizable. And you do have paddle shifters behind each, I'm about to say each steering wheel, behind the steering wheel. So that's how you control the 10-speed automatic transmission in the Odyssey. So let's take a look at the screen here. So if you hit the little home button here, you can cycle through different options. So you have trip computer, phone, what's playing, oil life, your safety features. So from here, you can turn on road departure mitigation. I don't know why blind spot is off. From factory, actually, I think that's off. So make sure when you buy your new one, you turn that guy on. And then below, you have your collision mitigation braking system, and that's pretty much it. And we'll get out of there, go back down to settings, and actually let's see what's in this menu. Oh, you can show the tachometer or arrange your apps as well too in that order, which is cool. And then you have units, so this is how you switch from miles per hour to kilometers, because the speedometer is digital up there. And then you can have blank that shows nothing as well. So I'll just leave it on the menu, and you know, it's a little bit customizable. You get a decent amount of information as well, what gear you're in over there, tachometer up top, outside temperature. And you can see it says 92 degrees. Now you have volume here. Home button is what I use to go through the menus. You have up and down to choose what you want. Next track, previous, you have a back key. You can answer with this button here with your phone, hang up, voice command. If you hold it and you have Apple, it's Siri. On the right side, with your cruise control, you have, this used to say main, now just a picture of a cruise. This is how you turn on your cruise control, and you hit set, and you can set the speed you want to go. This is a distance for your adaptive cruise control. So you can see you have 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you have lane keep assist button here as well. With the cruise control, if you wanted to use the old school cruise control where it does not slow down for you automatically, you hold this button right here, and then it'll go to cruise mode, which is regular cruise control, and then you see there's a picture of a radar, no car. If I hold this button again, back to adaptive cruise control, and you see a picture of a car. Now your stock back here, you do have off, parking, auto, and on, and your fog lights on and off, and you also have auto high beams. On the wipers, you have off, intermediate, low, and high, and on the rear wiper, intermediate and on. So you can see the rear wiper back there going crazy as well. But a nice place to be. The steering wheel feels good to the hand. It's not too thick. It's not too skinny either. It's not a flat bottom or anything like that, but it feels nice to the hand, especially with this leather wrapped material. Coming along to your infotainment screen here. So this is the previous Honda Link system, which still works. I believe the Passport still has this. The Odyssey still has this as well. You do have phone controls here. You have your settings. You have FM. You have Bluetooth. You have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's not wireless, only wired on the Odyssey. We got to see if for 25 if Honda will update this to wireless or not. trip computer, you have your messages, you have Sirius, XM, USB, auxiliary, social playlist. So you can pair up to, I believe, 6 smartphones to the Odyssey, and everyone could suggest what music to play. You have AM, system updates. You have My Honda Music, which is more like a, you can store music and stuff on here as well too. You have the clock on there as well. And then you do have Honda Link built in on the Odyssey as well. But easy to use, super simple screen, and everything's all touchscreen. The only thing physical button is the volume knob. I mean, minus your climate control down here. Down below that, you have your climate control here. So you have your front climate control, so you can adjust the fan speed, AC, the face, feet only, the frost feet, how you're going to customize it on and off for the whole system. You can turn on your auto climate control, sync where you control all 3 zones, because it is tri-zone, so driver, passenger, and whoever sits in the rear can have 3 different temperatures. So if I turn on the rear climate control, turn it down back there, and I go back to the front, you can see all 3 temperatures are here. Now I can toggle the passenger to catch on fire if they wanted to, and if I go to the rear, I can make their temperature 65 degrees, and then I can stay at low, so you can have a tri-zone. But if you hit sync, you're controlling all 3 zones. We don't need the rear on right now, so we're going to turn that off. And you have your fan speeds there, air circulation, front defrost. You have heated side mirrors and back glass, and then you saw me use this for the rear climate control as well. Now looking down on your shifter, it is a push button shifter, a push button style. If you're not used to this, you're used to a traditional lever. It might be a learning curve, but not really. You drive these for like 2 days and then you get used to this. So you have park. Reverse is the only one that's a different orientation, because Honda want to know, just in case you're using this without looking, you're looking straight ahead, you know which one you're pushing. So I'm going to hold the brakes and push down. It'll put into reverse. So you have a wide angle, you have a normal angle, and then you have a top down looking directly down, and you have cross traffic on and off. So with cross traffic, if you're coming out of a parking space, there's a car coming from that way or that way, it'll beep at you, alert at you, let you know there's a car coming. And it does, you turn the wheel, it does have a trajectory as well to show you where you will end up. Put that guy back into park. You have neutral, you have drive. If you hit drive again, it'll put it into a sport mode where the transmission will shift a little bit more spiritedly, pretty much. You have heated seats, high, medium, and low. No cooling seats on the sport. You have to go up, I believe, to the elite to get the ventilated seats. Same thing on the passenger side. You have your engine idle stop off button there. Snow mode, because it's front wheel drive only on the Odysseys. And you have Econ Assist to help you maximize your fuel efficiency. Hazards on this side as well. Down below, you do have a USB-A, which I believe you plug your phone in. I don't know if you plug your phone in that one or, yeah, you plug it. I think you plug. I can't remember. I think it's this one or that one for the Apple CarPlay Android Auto. Remember, it's wired. It's not wireless. You do have a power outlet here as well that flips up. And then if you would have had a Touring, then you get the DVD player and everything built in there, Touring and Elite. You have a little storage tray right there as well. And then you have cup holders here, which are decent size, can fit decent size cups. And there's nothing down here, just storage. If you get a Touring and up, you get a drawer that can open and close here as well. And you probably see that this model has all-season floor mats. I think I mentioned that already. Did I? I think I did, but we'll get back to that in a second. You have a storage here. On the Elite, this would be a wireless phone charger. And then this thing can hold decent size. It's actually pretty sturdy. Decent weight, decent size. And if you open it up, you have an auxiliary port in here and another USB-A in here. So no USB-Cs up front. And you can see the storage going on down there. And then you have the wires that can pass through. So if you close this, your wire can still come up as well. The glove box is lockable. And okay, a little grocery hook over here as well. And it is damp, so it opens slowly, but it's not lined with felt. So it's just a bin style as well. Up above the infotainment screen, you do have your auto dimming rear view mirror, and you do have home link built in. So garage openers or gates, or it's universal. And this is also auto dimming. You have the button on and off for that guy as well. Above this guy, you do have sunglass holder. And you also have a Hutura Cheeto mirror as well too. You don't have to turn your neck all the way. And then you do have, about to say LED lighting. You do have map lighting. They're not LED. And then you can turn that guy on too, or turn them on when the door come on. The headliner is black, and I believe that's unique on the Sport, because I think all the other Odysseys have a gray headliner. I have an EXL we're gonna double check and take a look at. Your visor here, it does have a mirror and it has a light, not LED, but at least they give you a light. Same thing on the passenger side as well. You will have a moonroof, no panoramic moonroof, but it'll open all the way, or it'll tilt and ventilate as well. And for the blind spot monitoring I was telling you about, it's on the inside on the door on both sides as well. There is no Bose sound system available on the Odyssey. I'm sure that will come on next generation. Right now you will have a traditional Honda system. The Sport will also give you red ambient lighting at night. So I'm in the day right now, so you can't really see it, but at nighttime everything lights up red, which is a nice touch. We're gonna jump out of here and actually get into the passenger seat. Let's see what your kids or your rear passengers, how much room they're gonna have back there as well. And before we jump in there, let me show you guys the window sticker if I can. So you can see 24 Odyssey Sport, Platinum White Pearl, and the base price is $42,260, $455 for Platinum White Pearl color. Destination handling is $13.95, and MSRP is $44,110. Now, power sliding. Oh, all right. I just tried to open the sliding door and it didn't open because you can remove the power from the sliding door. So let me put that to on, and then I should be able to open it up. There we go. So from the previous Odyssey, they do give you a wider opening, which is nice, easier to get in and out. And the second row will mimic the driver's seat with the leather with the red stitching. And Honda called these sport seats. And it's a nice little touch, you know, on the Sport. And the middle seat can be removed. And if you remove out the middle seat, you can slide this seat or slide that seat any portion of the vehicle. So you can have both of them together. You can keep it a captain's chair. There's like a little lever right here. You pull this and it'll slide the seat, but you have to take the middle seat out first. So let's jump in here, get out the sun. The sun is just cooking me today. So you can close the door with a button there. You can close the door with this lever here. You can close the door with the button up there. Multiple ways you can close the button. And on the sliding door up here is hard touch. Everywhere is actually hard touch on here. I don't think there's any soft touch here at all. And you do have your window control there. And you do have a bottle holder slash storage, well, another storage, not slash, but another storage there. And you have your peasant blockers as well. And actually I'm gonna put this on, and they're manual as well. And you have that on both. You have a pocket behind the driver. You have a pocket behind the passenger. 2 additional cup holders back here. And then down below, 2 USB-A's. Like I said, there's no USB-C's on the Odysseys. And you do have your controls up there, and I forgot to mention, you can lock these buttons from up there. So if you don't want your kids messing with it, you can turn it off. And let me turn it on because I didn't realize I'm cooking back here. And then your air vents is actually on the side, on the doors. They're not in the ceiling, they're like right here, which is a nice touch as well. So if you have a baby with a car seat, you have to worry about the air coming down, blowing in their face. The middle seat does come down as an armrest. Can I do this with one hand? I don't think I can. All right, you need 2 hands for that. And it folds down and turns into a armrest slash 3 more cup holders back here and some more storage. And what I like about these seats, even though you can remove the seat and it is an armrest, you still get an armrest on the seat itself as well. On the Pilot, you also can remove this middle seat, but when you remove the middle seat, you don't get armrests. So that's a nice touch on the Odyssey. And just in case you're shopping Pilot and Odyssey, actually I'm gonna show you why you probably will go with the Odyssey over the Pilot, and it's because it's the 3rd row. So step in is just like easy get in, easy get out. Now, if you have the middle seat out, you could just slide this thing over and get into the 3rd row, or you pull this lever here, it folds forward, and you can also get into the 3rd row, and there's plenty of room to get back in there. So I'm gonna step back here, and this is why you buy an Odyssey over a Pilot. So sitting back here, let me close the door, and I'm gonna put this seat back as well. You know, I'm 5'10", and I still have a few inches sitting back here. My knees is not too high. The floor is not too high as well. And I do get a mat pocket back here behind the 2nd row. Same thing on this seat as well. So plenty of storage throughout the whole Odyssey, you guys can see. And you do get a power outlet back here and air vent, which is nice. Cup holders. So you get cup holders literally everywhere. Some more storage. No sunshade. I believe you have to get a Touring to get the sunshade, if I'm not mistaken. On the passenger side, there's no plugins at all, but air vent and cup holders as well. And it does seat 3 back here. And it's much wider back here versus the Pilot, just more headroom and more legroom versus the Pilot as well. And you can put a car seat on this seat or this seat as well. And to get out of here, you pull this little cable right here, and it folds forward, push it up, and you can get yourself out of here. So let's open up the door, and I'm gonna show you guys the tailgate. I would remove that middle seat and show you guys, but you know, it's just too hot. It's just too hot. All right, power tailgate. Remember, this is a blacked out EXL with an inch bigger wheels, red stitching, red ambient lighting, and the floor mats like I'm gonna show you right now, and everything just blacked out, which is nice. Now, this Odyssey has the all-season floor mats and it has a cargo tray. So if you buy one, it won't come with these. You have to add them from factory. But here are your floor mats, which is unique to the Sport, because they're full black. On all the other Odysseys, it's that grayish, brownish looking color. And let me see if I believe they say Sport on there, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't want to open these because this is a brand new vehicle. I had to say hello to our friends just now, but I believe I could have sworn, I think it says Sport on there. It may not say Sport on there. You might be wrong. One reason why you get the Odyssey over the Pilot, the third rows are up, and look how much cargo space you have. Now, if I fold this in, I could do this with one hand. Just look at that, one hand. You can drop both seats in there, and you're gonna have plenty of space as well. Let me move these out the way, and I'll show you guys. So remember, one hand pull, and I wasn't strong enough with that one. But you can fold it flat, and look how much space you got in there. Look at that. Minivan is just the Odyssey is way practical. And you do have storage over here, storage over here. I think it's like some wiring and stuff in there, I don't remember. And then to lift it back up, all you do is just pick it up, one hand, goes right back into place, and then you pull the cord, comes right back. And you can recline these third row seats as well. You have a power outlet back here and some more storage here. So look like you got a subwoofer back there. Some grocery hooks on the back of the seats as well. And then this tailgate is adjustable. So you can adjust it how high you want it to open. Push that guy to close. And let's jump into the trim walk. Welcome to the trim walk, 2024 Honda Odyssey. So EX is the base model, LX has been gone. For 25 though, EX is actually gone. So EXL is gonna be the new base model for 25. When we get some 25s, we're gonna walk around with some 25. But right now we're focusing on the Sport. So you can see the Sport is an upgrade from EXL. So it has everything the EXL has. This is what it adds. Sport seats with red stitching, leather wrapped steering wheel with red stitching, red ambient interior lighting, black carpeted floor mats, gloss black exterior accents, gloss black heated power side mirrors with integrated turn indicators, body color door handles, 19-inch wheels, and the 235/55 all-season tires. When you're going up to a Sport, it's a blacked out EXL, pretty much like I said. So let's jump into building one. So you can see the price difference, $41,310 versus $42,260. So not a huge price difference because it's a blacked out EXL. And like I said, this is the first one I've had. I don't even have any coming in. You know, it's just, in my region, it's just hard to, I don't know if Honda don't want to give us none, or I don't know what's going on. So where you live, you probably got a bunch of these Sports sitting on lots at your local Honda dealership. This is the first one we had all year. Now, having the blacked out grill looks fire. Like just look at this thing. This thing is clean. So let's say, you know, you like the EXL, you don't need touring features, and you want something a little bit different, a little bit stealthy. Look at the tint on the tail light. I love how the Sport looks. This one looks pretty clean. So standard 3.5 V6, 10-speed automatic, front wheel drive. There's no all-wheel drive available on Odyssey currently, and there's no hybrid on Odyssey currently. And I think I looked at the 25. I don't think there's no hybrid for 25 either. But let's look at some colors. So yeah, 4 colors, and I'm not even gonna worry about the interior color because they all come with black with red stitching. So you have crystal black pearl, which there's no premium charge for it. You have platinum white pearl, $455 premium charge, radiant red metallic, $455 premium charge, and sonic gray pearl. Like I said, I'm gonna go to one interior just to show you guys, but I could have sworn maybe it don't say Sport on the floor mats. I thought it did, but it is what it is. But yeah, you get the black floor mats instead of the like grayish looking one on the normal Odyssey. No wheel options from Honda. Let's go back and make sure we pick the white one. And as far as packages, you have your all-season packages, protection package, standard stuff. You know, roof attachments. Let's go to electronics actually. So you can, because there's no parking sensors on the Sport. You have to get a Touring for that. So you can add backup sensors, but I believe it's only for the rear, right? Yep, only for the rear, so it's not for the front. So if you add this accessory, you just won't have front parking sensors. You will have rear though. And then you can add the hands-free tailgate, which is cool. Where you kick in the bumper and it'll open and close for you. So you can get that on the Touring, Sport, and EXL. It's a nice touch. It's standard on the Elite. Same thing with the wireless phone charger. This is standard on the Elite as well. Go back to exterior because that's kind of where we were at. And then these are stuff that you can use to protect it. Like, I don't know why Sport is not blacked out already, but you can black out Sport. You can black out Odyssey, which is cool. Door visors, hood air deflector. Oh, look at that. Logo pattern. It says Odyssey when you open the door. That's fire. And then, you know, basic stuff, roof box and roof rails. You have a tent if you wanted to. Trailer hitch locking. I've never seen this picture before. That's cool. So you can add a hitch to it, welcome lights. Okay. And then jump into the interior. All season floor mats, which the one I have had, and cargo bins, cargo net. You can go to HondaCars.com and build up your Odyssey. Look at through all these accessories as well. You can add a heated steering wheel, which is standard on the Elite. Illuminated door sill, seat covers for the second row, seat covers for the third row, utility bin. So that's cool. So kind of break it down. I showed you guys on the Odyssey, but base price $42,260. $455 is for Platinum White Pearl. Destination handling is $13.95. MSRP is $44,110. Now, because this is a 24, you still get the 2-year or 24,000 mile maintenance plan. That's oil changes, oil filter, tire rotation, and multi-point inspection. For 25, that's going to be 1 year. I think is it 15,000 miles or 12,000 miles? I think it's 1 year. It's one of those on 25. So if you're shopping and you want to wait till 25, that's one reason why you may want to get the 24 because you have the longer Honda Service Pass on 24 versus 25. I'm gonna end everything here. You can see the red stitching, and this don't show the ambient lighting, but yeah, everything's all blacked out. I like it. I really like it. I think if you're in the market for an EXL, like I said, you want something different, this is a good package to get because you may not see many of these on the road, and you may have that unique Odyssey, but you have a Sport. But because it's a Sport, that don't mean it's fast or anything like that. It's just the trim. Everything is blacked out. So drop a comment below what you guys think about the Sport Odyssey. I think for 25, it's going to be a Sport L instead of it being a Sport. I'm not mistaken. But like I said, when those come out, we will dive into them, do a walk around, of course. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about the Odyssey. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Would you get one? Would you get a different trim level? Do you ride a Touring, Elite, EXL? Do you feel like the Sport is worth the money? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next walk around.